Hey guys, Iron Wolf here, and today I'll be doing a different kind of video. This is a video series that I'll be doing a lot more of in the future. It'll be me doing commentary over, Hyrule Conquest multiplayer matches. There have been a lot of matches in the multiplayer lobby this past week, and so, I figured, some of the interesting matches I'd like to commentate over and, show you guys so you guys can have a chance to look at some of these really interesting matches. So, let's get into it. The first matchup or that I want to review today is the Gerudo versus the Hylians, played by Nani, who is playing the Kingdom of Hyrule, and Palaiologos. I think that's how you pronounce his name, and he's playing the Gerudo. This is a standard 1v1 game on the Gerudo Oasis, all that stuff. It's an interesting match, but I'd like to get into it. Hopefully, if you guys like this kind of video, I'll probably do some more, commentary and analysis type stuff of, replays that either you guys send to me or I happen to notice being going on in the multiplayer lobby. So here we are. Hylians, Gerudo. Both players, they're pretty new to the game. They're learning. If I remember correctly, they were saying that they were trying to learn and get ready for the upcoming tournament, the War of Twilight. So, both doing very standard builds here. As we see here, Hylians getting their workers out. Workers going on the bushes, soldiers on the wood. Nothing too uncommon here. Gerudo player also doing the same. Getting a supply mill up here so that there'll be less travel time between gathering resources and dropping them off. As we see here, taking this trailblazer to go scout. Not really doing much with the grunts here, but also has some workers right here on the bushes. I believe those are the ones that just came out of their town center. Yep. Hylian player over here got those first group of workers out, all going onto the food. You see here, this is a common strategy I see a lot of people do, is they'll take their scout to try and push these sand seals towards their base, so they have more food to gather from close to the homeland. See here, the Gerudo player is producing more artisans. This one went onto the food. I assume this one's going onto the food as well. Got those ones on the wood here. Not getting the wood cutting upgrade. Not sure if they're aware of it, but I would recommend that they go for that. The Hylian player over here. 14 workers on the food here, as you see from Nani. Taking his 2 soldiers, getting a house up. Probably getting close to his population cap. Let's take a look. Yep, he's at 20 out of 20. That's really rough. He's capped himself out, so he can't produce any more units till he gets this up. But it's not too big of a deal. It didn't seem to hinder him that much. See here, this trailblazer brought the sand seal back to the base and then had killed it off so that these workers can start gathering from it later. Producing more artisans, as you see here. House going up. Interesting to see a house go up before the farm, but it probably makes sense seeing as how they're probably getting close to their population cap. Here we go. As you see these berries starting to wither away, Nani here getting this farm up. Also producing more Hylian citizens. I assume these ones will go onto the wood, as his only wood gatherers right now are these 2 Hylian soldiers. As you see here, he's getting a storehouse up. Probably wanted to get that, less travel time between the wood and dropping off. The Trailblazer is really good at bringing in these sand seals for the base. It's really handy. See here, a swine farm coming up. Glaive grunts. You see Palaiologos, he's getting these glaive grunts out, probably to gather resources, maybe go for a little bit of harass. We'll see what happens though. Yep, as I thought, a lot of those workers from the town center over here by Nani going on to the wood. Does he have a lever on the base already? Oh man, crazy levers, man. Is he getting the wood cutting upgrade? Not yet. We will see if he decides to get that or not. Palaiologos not getting it either. Glaive grunt's about to come out. Almost out of bushes. Got some idle workers. We'll see what happens though. Getting a security compound up this early, pretty interesting. Usually you'd see a Gerudo player maybe go for a fast expansion, or try to expand their territory a little bit more, maybe get an oasis down here, maybe a little bit over here as well. But no, he's wanting to, you know, instead of building houses or anything or more farms, he wants to get this barracks up, which I can understand maybe if he wants to go for like some early sand snipers or something like that. You see here from Nani getting his second farm going up. This is population at. Yeah, you see here he's capped himself out again, unfortunately, forcing himself to get this farm up. Second house coming up from Palaiologos, getting more artisans out. No pigs coming out. Odd. His food production is probably going to be really slow. You see here he's moving all these workers that were just on the food onto the wood right here. I don't know what he plans to do with all those, but we'll see what happens. Probably taking these grunts over here to gather from the sand seal. That would be my guess. Something I'm not seeing from Nani is using the Hylian lookouts to gather from the cuckoos and the sand seals. They actually gather twice as fast as the Hylian citizens from these hunted animals, which is really handy. Bringing in another sand seal. Nani putting up 3 farms right here, really needs to get that food income, which is understandable. He's got a lot of workers. Let's see, 29 already. It's very good. At 5 minutes, it's not bad. Having to get another house up. Did he cap himself out again? Ah, just barely. Palaiologos might be getting close to his pop. Yeah, he hit his pop cap already. He might want to get a house up as soon as he can. We'll see what happens. Interesting. He wanted to get those glaive grunts, not on the food, but on the wood instead. I wonder what he needs all this wood for. Oh, you see here, he's got a third house up. No woodcutting upgrade. Not producing anything from his barracks yet, but, you know, that might be a part of his plan, you know. You never know. From what I can tell, Palaiologos is going for like a more passive build with the Gerudo. Generally, with the Gerudo, like I mentioned earlier, you want to go for a fast expansion, but you can play passive too. They have ways to play passive, and they can still do very strong at it. He's got how many? What is this? 24 workers and 5 glaive grunts on the wood here. That's a lot of workers. Not as much on the food though. He's gonna be really lacking in food. While Nani, on the other hand, is doing great on food. He's got 4 farms up. I'm sorry, no 5. Yeah. Getting another one up, and a 7th one, wow. Soon though, he's probably going to start moving his wood line. As you see here, this wood line's starting to deplete away. And an 8th farm coming up as well. Wow, he really needs this food. Getting a stable up over here. Interesting. He might be trying to go for, I don't know if he picked, I don't remember what hero Palaiologos had picked, but if he's picking Ganondorf, he might be trying to go for, you know, Arbiters or something. Which would make sense. The Gerudo Arbiters are very strong early game unit. Getting a market up early as well. Probably wants to trade some of these, all these materials he's been getting for some like food or ore or whatever he's lacking in right now. Here you see those lookouts coming out. Such a good unit right here for the Hylians. See here. Yep, the stable goes up. Market's on its way. Getting another house and another farm. Still no pigs coming out though. I wonder what he's gonna be like gathering most of his food from. Because right now, you know, these sand seals are running low. I mean, they're good for now, but they're not gonna last for much longer. I actually don't know the outcome to this match, so this is completely new to me. We'll see how this match unfolds. I saw part of it already because I was in the lobby, but I didn't, you know, see all of it. So we'll see how the match folds out. Getting a 3rd farm here probably needs that food like really badly, which is understandable. Glaive grunts and the Trailblazer bringing in another sand seal. Such a good idea. Really wants to get this market up. He's committing 9 workers to it. See here we approach 8 minutes. You know, Palaiologos' base, you know, he's looking pretty good. He might be wanting to expand a wood line if he wants to, you know, continue to gather materials. Let's see what he's at right now. He's at, alright, he's close to 500 materials. It's not bad, but he might want to start, you know, expanding out here or down here just so we can, you know, start gathering some more wood. Or, you know, he can send his workers on the zone, as you see here. Probably wants to try and get some sand snipers or even some more glaive grunts out soon. You see here, close to 8 minutes 30 seconds, Nani has just teched up to tier 2. getting 8 more of those Highland lookouts. I believe he already has, yeah, I see right here. He's got these lookouts. I don't believe he's gathering food with them. I think he's just chopping wood, but getting another house right here so he doesn't cap himself out. Let's see, what's he at? Okay, yeah, he's doing a lot better. Oh, let's see what we got up here. Oh, you see here, he's built a storehouse. I guess he wants to, expand his wood line, which makes sense. I wouldn't want to, be stuck with these rocks as far as materials go. I'd want to expand around this point, maybe a little bit sooner, but it's all on him. So he's sending some workers as well as some archers up here. He wants to have these archers right here with them because the Gerudo are generally a very aggressive faction, so he'll need to have something to protect, his wood line right here from any raids or harasses in general. Still no more soldiers coming out from Palaiologos. Oh, I guess he didn't go with Ganondorf, so odd that he went for a stable that early. If he wasn't going with Ganondorf, because usually when you get a stable on tier 1, you get it because you picked Ganondorf if you want to go for mass arbiters. But we'll see what happens. Did he have to stop production on this market and then start again? That's really weird. That's probably a big economic setback for him too. Still stuck with mining these the stone right here. Hasn't moved his wood line at all yet. Let's see what's his materials looking like. He's not doing terrible on resources. He could definitely use some more soldiers because right now his army really only consists, of a handful of glaive grunts. See here, he's got some pigs out, which is good. Start getting more food. Here we might see him start expanding down here and maybe go for an oasis or just, a mill or some sorts. See here, at 10 minutes, a couple minutes later than Nani, Palaiologos techs up to tier 2. Can start pumping out some of these other cavalry units now. Let's move down here. Nani, let's check out. Nani's doing really good on food right now. His other resources, not so much, but he's doing great on food. Still producing, look at that. Oh, so many citizens. Got these archers on the rupees, probably wants to start saving for a hero or something soon. Got this nice wood line going on here. You might want to get a tower up soon, but we'll see what happens. So both players not doing bad on resources. Nani definitely in the better position economically, but you see here, Palaiologos gets this this drop-off site down here, this mill, so he can start gathering some of this food and the wood from by the oasis. Pushing another sand seal back into his base. Sand seals are starting to become scarce on his half of the map, so we'll see how he adapts. You see here 5 marauders coming out. He might want to start harassing soon if that's the case. This is a very good harass unit, very fast, light infantry unit. Really good at running into your opponent's base, taking over a building, or killing off some workers and then getting right out. So, I don't know what happened here with his market. I don't know if he just changed his mind halfway through building it. I don't know. Oh, you see here he's getting a group of Master Thieves out. This is a very good unit in my opinion. Very strong infantry unit for the Gerudo. Still no cavalry though. Odd. Oh my gosh, this giant lever causing problems over here, but no worries for Nani. He's got a bunch of archers to fend him off. Nani's base is looking very well protected right now with these houses and farms on the outside to protect his workers from any impending attacks. Still getting a group of 10 workers coming out. That's really good. What's his food looking like? Wow, still doing great on food. You see all these this mass farm right here, like all these farms from Nani is really helping out his worker production. Let's take a look over here. Oh, you see that Trailblazer right here gets killed by this giant lever. Palaiologos looking to get some defenses up. Needs to get this lever out of his base too, probably. Master Thieves about halfway done. Not bad. Oh, you see these Marauders came out. We'll see if he starts harassing with those. Still got a pretty small army right now. Nani definitely is doing better, as in the military department as of right now. What's his military looking like? Where's his archers? Okay, he's got 15 archers. That's not bad. Oh, you see here he's producing 20 squires. That's really good. Wow. I'm surprised he has the resources to build that this early. Oh, but he did cap himself out. That's unfortunate. He has to get these houses up ASAP if he wants to, not, have to wait for the squires for too long. That's really unfortunate about him. I guess he just miscounted how many he was building. Check out Palaiologos over here. Just getting another house. Getting some more defenses up. I can definitely tell that Palaiologos wants to go for a more passive style with the Gerudo. Definitely before now he would have, if he was, one of the more traditional Gerudo players, he would have definitely started harassing the opponent more. What do you see here? He's got some Master Thieves, some Marauders, some Glaive Grunts. His army's looking fine right now. They're about even as far as, like military strength goes. I'd say, Palaiologos is probably stronger defensively right now because, this Gerudo guard tower is a very strong defensive structure. Getting some Gerudodorf out here. Any cavalry? Nice, getting some spoilers out. It's a very strong cavalry unit. Nothing else from his town center. Ah, finally getting that oasis up. Odd that he built it so close to his base, but maybe he just wants to stay close to home, just to try to expand on this wood line. Nani pretty much doing the same thing he's been doing. Getting these squires out. Gosh, got a whole bunch of houses up right here. Kind of like a little wall right here. You see here he's building 2 barracks along his wood line. The reason for this being he wants to be able to produce troops right onto his border so that if something like this, as you see right here, is going to happen, he'll be able to produce troops out to stop whatever kind of harasses or attacks the Gerudo throw at him with Palaiologos. If I'm saying his name wrong, I'm very sorry. That's just what it looks like it should be pronounced, Palaiologos. If you watch this video, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. So you see here the oasis coming up. About to have a fight here. The first battle being instigated by Palaiologos here with an army of, let's see, 7 Glaive Grunts, 5 Marauders, 5 Master Thieves. This is a pretty good army. If I were definitely playing the Gerudo in this situation though, I would have, started harassing a little bit earlier with this army, but, like I said, he definitely seems like he wants to play a little more passive with this faction. Trying to clip off as many of those workers as he can before the army of the Hylians come over here with all these archers. Palaiologos is gonna have to get out of here before these squires come out. He's gonna be in a world of hurt if they produce like right as he's right here. He's gonna have to deal with all those archers combined with all those squires. It's gonna be rough. Got some Gerudodorf coming out. The spoilers on their way as well. No other infantry units or just military units in general, which is odd. You usually think you'd want to like support your front line a little bit better. Killed off a couple of the archers there. Squires coming out. Yeah, at this point, Palaiologos, you just got to get out of there. There's no way he can challenge us. You see here, he starts getting some Kingdom infantry as well. Very strong infantry unit. So Nani is definitely in an advantageous position right now as far as his military and even economy goes. So things are looking a little bleak for our Gerudo player here. What is this? 20 squires, 4 Kingdom infantry, and 5 of the Hylian lookouts. That is a very strong army right there for this early in the game. You see here, we hit the close to the 17-minute mark. We start approaching the mid-game. Nani definitely looking like he's in control here. Oh gosh, I think Palaiologos just cornered himself right here by, like circling back around right here. Definitely should have retreated right here to regroup with the rest of his forces and maybe try to, mount a defense against this army. Retreating into the desert like this is not a good idea in my opinion. Getting some more houses up though. We'll see if he starts producing more troops. Okay, he's getting some more workers. No military units though. There's something he could really use right now. Oh, you see these Gerudodorf and the spoilers causing some ruckus down here. Pretty much killed all the workers and the units he had defending his wood line down here. Nani, I don't think he's noticed yet. His army is still completely across the map. Oh wow, he just lost his entire army right there. That is really unfortunate for Palaiologos. Now he's got to deal with this big Hylian army heading over here. I mean, he's got some defenses, so we'll see if he can hold off. Oh, whoa, I think I might have missed something, but I thought Palaiologos had teched up earlier. he's just now reaching the town phase, close to 18 minutes. That's not very good. That is not very good at all. But that's okay. I'm sure, you know, he might be able to pull something back. See here, he conquered this Kingdom Barracks right here. I don't know why he wouldn't just destroy it. I don't know why he's upgrading it, but maybe, you know, something I don't. Oh, you see the Highlands here wandered a little too close to the Armos ruins. Gonna have to fight these units. Getting another mill, trying to expand, you know, his territory and his resource gathering right around here. Producing some sand snipers, very good. One of the best mid-game archer units for sure. A little bit weaker in the late game, but in the mid game, very strong unit. You see here, Palaiologos has destroyed that this entire wood line right here for Nani. That's gonna hurt his economy a little bit, but not too much. He's still got all these gatherers and archers and whatnot gathering in his main city right here. Having to send these units circling around to try and help defend his base because he still has no clue that this army is on its way. Sand snipers coming up. Nani should honestly just try to push this offensive right now, while Palaiologos' forces are out here, you know, harassing. You see here Nani getting another barracks, getting 2 barracks up actually. I'm sorry. Gonna probably start producing more Kingdom infantry, or maybe even like castle guards. I don't know. But right now it looks like he's going for a very standard, you know, squires and lookouts with a couple of Kingdom infantry thrown in there. It's not bad. I would definitely, against the Gerudo especially, recommend that he go for castle guards a lot more than, you know, squires and Kingdom infantry because of their resistance to arrows, and the Gerudo are very, you know, very heavily reliant on cavalry and archers, so it's very good against the Gerudo. And a very durable unit too. Castle guards are very, very tanky in the mid to early game. You see here he's pulling out a bit. Thankfully, I think Palaiologos got most of his workers out of there. You see here, oh, I guess he's not producing them anymore. He was producing some marauders for a second there. I see the camels coming back. Palaiologos trying to regroup his army, try to, you know, make a stand against these Hylians. Getting some more sand snipers out. I don't know what happened to the last ones. They might have gotten killed off, honestly. Let's take a look at what's going on over here in Nani's base. Oh wow, you see he's got a lot more archers coming out. As well as what else? Anything else? Oh wow, 16 Kingdom infantry. That's a lot. That combined with these archers right here, he's kind of rebuilding this expansion over here. It's going to be rough for Palaiologos to deal with. Although, you know, on this side he's not doing bad, but over here he's got to deal with these Hylians. Yeah, he's only got that 1 camel left. That's rough. That battle was definitely not in Palaiologos' favor. Definitely should have pulled these workers out to, you know, maybe try to hang out near the civic center. Just, you know, keep them, you know, defended and whatnot. Things are not looking good for our Gerudo friend here. Putting up some more farms. Maybe he wants to, you know, move back his food expansion or his food gathering from up here in the front lines. Try to move it closer to home. Nani though, he's just taking over these houses and destroying them as he goes. Got some sand snipers coming out, but that's really all he's got. I mean, he's no glaive grunts or anything coming out from his civic center, which is odd. His oasis as well. He could start producing citizen soldiers from his oasis to try and help defend, but I don't know what he has in store. Building on market. That's an odd build right now, but maybe he has something in mind. Sand snipers coming out. I don't know what these units can really do against this kind of force right now, honestly. These Hylian, okay, the infantry, they're about halfway done. Got about 2 minutes left. All right. What's this right here? A sand seal pen. Interesting. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of sand seal usage by Gerudo players, but let's see what happens. It does not look like he's gonna get to finish it though. You see, Nani. He's bringing these forces over here to try and kill as many of these workers as he can. Just halt production on this. Palaiologos is trading a bunch of resources to get materials right now. Just trying to get some structures up. I guess maybe try to mount some kind of defense. But I don't know what he can do. You see here he's getting some marauders out. No cavalry. Nothing from his oasis. Sand seal pen goes down. That was a big waste of resources. What's he building right here? He's building a wall. Odd. He doesn't have the room to build a wall all around his thing, so is he just building it right here? I mean, maybe I could understand for like if you're trying to put your workers into something to, you know, be garrisoned in, but you have all these structures, and the Gerudo structures are pretty much all garrisonable, so I don't know. Oh, you see this Gerudo guard tower got taken over. That's not good. All these workers coming back from this wood line right here just getting massacred. Nani expanding this, you know, little wood line right here. I don't know what he's really doing with these units, but maybe he knows something that I don't. You see here, he's putting some archers in this tower, just, you know, boosted DPS as well as, you know, maintain control of it. Because this is a very, very good building to control right now at this point. This is a good keystone for his offensive into Palaiologos' base. Getting some marauders out, but they haven't come out yet. We're gonna lose all these workers. That's really unfortunate. No cavalry or anything. Odd that he's getting a tournament field. It's an odd build. Yeah, you see here, Nani is honestly really in control of them for the most part of this entire match. He's about to have... Yeah, you see, he has all these Kingdom infantry coming up there. This is not looking good for Nani. Not at all. My main gripe with... I'm sorry, this is not looking good for Palaiologos. This is looking good for Nani. My main gripe with what I've seen in this match so far is just Palaiologos, in my opinion, I just think he should have played a little more aggressively with the Gerudo. The Hylians don't have a, you know, particularly strong early game, while the Gerudo, you know, they have a very strong early game with their fast expansion and glaive grunts and even marauders as well. And their heroes too, Urbosa, very strong early game hero. He just didn't start harassing, didn't put pressure on the Hylian player, which is usually what you want to do in this matchup. But no, I mean, I'm sure passive Gerudo can work if you're going with you know, Arbiters and Ganon, but he wasn't, so that's really unfortunate. Let's see what he's building right here. A mill, odd. I don't know what he's trying to get right here. Maybe start gathering some rupees, trying to train some mercenaries or maybe a hero or something. You see here, these marauders are fighting off these archers right along here. This is actually not that uneven of a battle for, yeah, he's got 4 marauders to 4 archers. Yeah, this is definitely in Palaiologos' favor right here, this little skirmish. Although this is really unfortunate that Nani still has this tower. Yeah, you see he's trading for all this food. He needs to get these soldiers out as soon as possible. Yeah, here come those Kingdom infantry right here, taking over that oasis. You see over here in the corner. Let me move over. Yeah, this is looking like GG at this point. There's nothing really that Palaiologos can do. There's no, I mean, he's not producing any troops. A lot of his work has been killed off. He's building a Gerudo fortress right here. Not a bad build. A little bit of a waste of resources, but not too much. Yeah, you see he gets control of that oasis, and that's a civic center, so anything, you know, he can start building things in this area. So maybe he can start like putting towers right here to put pressure onto the Gerudo player. But the Gerudo fortress going up, I'm sure it'll be good for covering this flank, but this flank over here is pretty much completely lost. Is he producing any kind of cavalry or anything, or? Oh, okay, he's got some despoilers coming out. Dang, losing that building right there. Yeah, he's got all these soldiers to deal with right here, these Hylians. Okay, he's got some glaive grunts right here. And then he's got those despoilers about to come out, as well as some more glaive grunts. You know, maybe he can start putting something together right here. Maybe this might not be completely out of his favor just yet. But you see up here, Nani is taking out this this flank right here. Yeah, despoilers coming out. Gonna start messing around with these Hylian Kingdom infantry. Very good cavalry unit, one of the best in the game, especially in the mid game. odd that he's garrisoning these units in this tower. You'd think he'd want to try to mount some kind of defense. Honestly, with this force right here, it's not completely, unrealistic for him to hold off this force, honestly. The spoilers are very good units. The glaive grunts are some of the best citizen soldiers in the game. But yeah, this is not looking good right now. He's pretty much got complete control of the upper part of Palaiologos' base. All his workers are down here. All his soldiers are down here. He's basically got a free ride to a civic center right now. Yeah, I don't think this game goes on for much longer. You see, he's got this expansion right here. He can start building things. His economy is doing great down here. He's got all his farms, all those houses, all those workers chugging away. What do you see here? Yeah, this is not looking good. This is GG. And putting a catapult. Oh man. Yeah, he's basically got control of the civic center. Well, actually, no, never mind. He's bringing his soldiers over. He might be able to do something right here. Let's see what happens. You see Nani pulling out his forces. He sees all these Gerudo soldiers. Maybe he doesn't want to take any risks and overcommit. Got a Gerudo guard tower right here, so maybe he can hold on for a little bit. This was not smart right here by Palaiologos, sending these troops over here. It's a big overcommitment. He should have, pulled them back like he's doing right now, but it's a little late. He already lost a couple of troops. You're about to get hit by these kingdom infantry right here. He should have just regrouped and had all his glaive grunts together. Yep, that's pretty much it. Not the best, play for the Gerudo, but Palaiologos, he looked solid in the early game, but as time went on, he just couldn't keep up militarily. With Nani. Nani just had complete military superiority for a majority of the mid game and the later half of that match. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this kind of video. If you have any kind of commentary feedback for me, please let me know as well. I'd love to do more videos like this because I'd like to give some more players some more exposure and see what kind of other strategies players bring to the table and whatnot. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to check out the War of Twilight tournament. I'll link the link to the forum thread in the description, and feel free to join my Discord if you guys are looking for matches at all at any time. If you want to exchange strategies, experiment, figure some things out, just let me know. I'd love to talk to you guys. I'll see you later.